Welcome to this week's look at what's going on inside Southern Gospel music. This is Southern Gospel Now. I'm Greg Goodman. Southern Gospel Now is made possible by SouthernGospelPrizes.com, where you can register for 2 annual passes to the Ark Encounter, which will include access to all of the concerts associated with the 2022 40 Days and 40 Nights of Gospel Music. You can register to win at SouthernGospelPrizes.com. We'll draw a winner on January 1st. We start our report today with details of an averted accident recently on the Gold City bus. Danny Riley explains.
It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. We felt a commotion. I heard a noise. I felt the bus grinding. It was unsettling, to say the least. We had blown our left front steer tire. That's a very dangerous situation. But Russell Wise got us off the road safely and stayed calm, cool, and collected, and what could have been a horrible situation was avoided. You know, Southern Gospel Music, we're a big family. We were trying to get help, figure out what we needed to do, and we had people coming out of the woodworks, people, Jeff Easter, Jason Clark, Jordan Lefevre. These guys went to work. They got us what we needed and helped us get back on the road.
Bus drivers are some of the unsung heroes of the Southern gospel industry, and we're sure thankful that the Gold City guys are all right. Kinsey Rose of High Road made history on the NBC TV show The Voice in the second round of this season. For the first time ever, all 4 judges turned their chairs around in support of her. And here's a report from Kinsey's hometown of Louisville, Kentucky, by TV station WDRB.
I was shocked, and then when Ariana hit her button, I was like, what? John Legend he was saying very nice things about me, like Shelton and Kelly, but I chose Kelly again. I wanted to show loyalty.
As she prepares for what's next, Kinsey says true friendships are forming backstage.
We call it the Voice family, the Voice fam. And we got along so well in the hotel. We were goofy. We act like children. I think it's neat for people to know that even though it's a competition, we had fun working together.
We're sure proud of how Kinsey is representing on The Voice. The fall tour of Gerald Wolfe's gospel music Hymn Sing is getting ready to take place. Chris Allman of Greater Vision talks about the tour.
The Hymn Sing tour is really something that's been taken off. We usually have one in January, the winter, and then a spring tour. And of course, this is the fall tour coming up. So really, about 3 tours a year, folks can look for the Hymn Sing gang to be out and about. We'll have the Wisnets, Jim Brady and Melissa Brady comes along, the Haase family, Mark Trammell Quartet. It's just really a great time.
Number 1 this week on the Singing News Power 50 weekly chart is Ernie Haase and Signature Sound with Keep On Keeping On. Ernie says the song is connecting with fans.
And I've been a part of music and songs for many years that I thought, oh, this is going to be the one people are going to identify with. Oh, this is going to be the one that they're going to stand up and raise their hands. And and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But with Keeping On, and this season that we just came out of, it has been a rallying cry. It's been a place where people can say, from all different walks of life, that this is where we are, and where we go forward, we don't know. Take another step, rise up in faith.
Congrats to Ernie Haase and Signature Sound on having the top song in Southern Gospel Music for the week. A while back, Tribute Quartet went to the top of the monthly charts with I Call It Home. Turns out this was rather significant for Tribute's bass singer Ian Owens.
Actually, that was my first number 1 song in my entire career. I've been doing this for 21 years, and I Call It Home went number 1, and it's the first time I've ever been able to be on a number 1 song, and that's really exciting. It's an amazing blessing, an amazing honor. We're coming straight out of that, and I get another first because we're coming out of I Call It Home, and we're going into Somebody Tell as our radio single, and it's my first real feature on a radio single, and that's really exciting as well. I get to carry the message of the song, and I get to deliver the message that the whole world needs to know about Jesus.
You know, it's so easy for us as humans and Christians to pass judgment of others. Adam Crabb offers us a reminder of why we should drop that stone, as the new song from the Crabb family talks about.
1 minute they're your best friend, but then it's the moment you mess up, they're telling everybody what you done and destroying who you are personally. And I think if we all could look at our lives and examine ourselves, we all have problems. We all make mistakes on a daily basis.
Darin and Brooke Aldridge have some big voices backing them up on their latest single, He's Getting Me Ready. I'm talking about the Oak Ridge Boys. Joe Bonzel talks about the Oaks' relationship with Darin and Brooke.
We first met Darin and Brooke Aldridge several years ago on one of those country music cruises. And Jimmy Fortune was on the cruise, and he had Darin and Brooke with him. And I kind of saw them backstage for a few minutes, but didn't really have time to say anything. And all of a sudden, they were on stage with Jimmy, and they did a few songs on their own, and then they harmonized and backed up Jimmy Fortune. Well, boy, I heard Brooke Aldridge sing, and I thought, my gosh, who in the world is that singing out there? And I ran to the side of the stage, which is kind of hard to do on that big ship thing, the way it's set up. But I stood off the side of the stage with my mouth open. I couldn't believe that pretty little girl from the Appalachian Mountains was singing in that perfect, beautiful voice. To me, I hadn't heard a sincere, rich, authentic voice like that in years.
Finally today, Clint Brown of Southbound says the group has been on a musical journey, and now they're on the road home.
Man, this is our roots. This is our history. Coming together as a group now, you know, I want people to know this is not three guys that got together and thought, man, Southern Gospel's the lane to go down. It doesn't seem normal for us to go down that lane if that's all it was. No, we're Southern Gospel guys that went down other avenues, and now we're on the lane that leads home. And that's a big difference. We wanted to go certain places and build bridges in certain areas, so we had to take different avenues. But when it's the road home, it's this.
That's it for this week. Southern Gospel Now is made possible by SouthernGospelPrizes.com. If you missed any of our 30-plus episodes, you can download them wherever you get podcasts or at SouthernGospelNow.com. I'm Greg Goodman. I'll see you next week for another edition of Southern Gospel Now.